It's me, Susie. Susie Spirit Rambling. It's been a moment, hasn't it, since I've been on. It's just been one of those rough months. I don't know where time is going. It's just moving so quickly, and there's no time left to do what you actually want to do. It's like hurry, 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 get stuff done, get the bills paid. And I'm glad I can get the bills paid, that is. And I'm glad I'm making progress where I am. So, Susie's Spirit Ramblings, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Susie, obviously. I started a channel back in January. What I did was, at the time of a couple of days before the handover date in Washington, I was down and out, wondering how are we going to survive this. And this month I keep asking myself the same question, and I started writing. I said I'm going to just start and write my thoughts, put them down on my laptop, not on paper, typing into my keyboard. And then eventually I said, Spirit, please talk to me, and I would just shut my eyes and write down whatever came to me, which is from Spirit World, I'm assuming. It's not my imagination. Sometimes I do think it's my imagination. It's so wild. But when I read through it, it makes sense, and it's definitely not my wisdom. So I started writing that down, and I started typing away, and I share it with you. I love sharing it with you. I love doing this. I don't have very many followers quite as yet, but that might come someday, or it might not. It doesn't really matter. I do enjoy sharing it with you. So I like to read to you what I write, and then I take a few cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle, a few tarot cards. Today I have the Kipper deck, and the Abraham Hicks Wellbeing cards, and I will just follow up on what I read and see what Spirit has to say otherwise. I have been busy. I've been working very hard. I am actually on my way out to a trade show tomorrow that I've managed to get my new boss to agree to go to. He was not going to go. And I said, you have to go. You know? Remember? You must pay the rent. But I can't pay the rent. You must go to the trade show. I can't go to the trade show. I'll go to the trade show. So I'm going. I am going, and a colleague is coming in from Germany. We're going together. So let's see if that helps with this new business startup that we're working on. And obviously, everything else that is going on in this crazy world of ours, it's just driving me bananas. I don't know about you, but I thought I needed to stop doing what I was doing, take a deep breath, write down my thoughts again, write with Spirit, converse with Spirit, and share it with you. So why don't I just go ahead and read to you what I wrote. Where is my script? And we will take it from there. It's good to see you. It's good to be back. I hope to be back a little bit sooner going forward. I can only do what I can do. Here we go. I just wrote this today, so today is September 28th. It's madness out there. The end of September, and we're all just hoping this will be over soon. The ice raids, the way innocent people are being pushed around, kidnapped, detained, and or deported with no due process. People are not traveling to this country anymore unless they have to. People I know are being questioned ad nauseum at the border and at the airport. We are a land of immigrants, yet they're acting like they're the sacred race and no one else can share in this nation's bounty. Say what? With the way things are going, businesses are closing, people are living in fear, prices are through the roof. I couldn't believe the prices at Publix yesterday. Obviously, I was absolutely nauseated by the Orange Menace's speech at the UN this week. He spoke on and on. Weird, creepy stuff for over an hour, and absolutely embarrassing this nation with the way he spoke. with the way he spoke down to the attending nations as if he expected them, sovereign nations no less, to kiss the ring. His dementia is on full display, his bloated ego and idea of his own power making him and our nation look foolish and deranged. Then there's some kind of new national coin which he wants to initiate. He decreed via executive order, without Congress no less, to come out in January. Plus demanding $100,000 for work visas going forward to businesses. You know businesses are not going to be coming. Increasing tariffs yet again. And claiming he's bringing in so much money. Only in his head. He's fully lost his mind. Now he's sending troops to Portland to fight Antifa and having the Secretary of War call in all of the generals to get them to pledge their allegiance to the Orange Menace and hogwash. And don't tell me that he did not know anything about it, because nothing happens without his knowledge. Believe me. Oh yes, and the pending government shutdown is coming, to be preceded by a shutdown of Congress so that the newly elected Democratic representatives can't be sworn in and no vote can be made on the evil files, I'll call them. Honestly, no wonder I'm exhausted. Work-wise, well, I'm all packed and ready to leave for the trade show tomorrow. I've been preparing for this Las Vegas trade show, and that will end 2 months of hard work that I've been doing. I leave tomorrow. My boss may or may not have been fired on Friday. Who knows? The back and forth decisions at the company are just exhausting as everything else. Perhaps I'll be able to take on a higher position or not. Perhaps I'll stay as admin. I guess I need to prove that I have the skills to manage it, even though I've had 30 years of management experience. I thought I had proven this, but okay, we'll just have to be patient and wait and see what happens after this trade show. You can tell I have been frustrated lately, and I'm letting it out on my writing here. And my thoughts are just going in all sorts of different directions. Personal life, well, there's really been no time for that. Work, work, and more work. I'm still in pain, though it has been better. But these last 2 days have been a little bit hard on me. Hence, I'm writing. I really dread that long flight. Sitting is just making things worse. I can tell by everything I write, my mood is just on automatic go, go, go. There is no life. This is no life. Honestly, I've really pushed myself to the limits, and to get out of this financial darkness I was in earlier this year. And it would appear things are better, not quite where I'd like them to be, but better, so I'm breathing easier. Of course, then someone drove into my Mustang, but his insurance has submitted a check. I hope to see that soon. I hope it will be enough to fix the damage, but I guess that will just have to wait, too, until my return. Like so many other things, except this video is coming out today. It just seems to be one thing after the other. But each time it feels like another setback that in the end resolves itself for the good. It appears the less I worry about things, the better and the quicker the outcome. Yes, I am learning. Everything for the company and for myself is hinging on this trade show, I feel, and I need to prove that this was the right decision, and I do stand by it. I'm writing now because I really need my guides around me now. I feel I've gotten too much into a matter-of-fact mode, too much work, no time to just enjoy life, to be grateful and to bask in joy. Bask in joy, I love that concept, and I miss it so much. I do want joy and fun and happiness. I hope I will get some of that back someday. I've been feeling lonelier as of late. The nightmare scenarios surrounding our nation are really getting me down. My guides, my loved ones in spirit, are you with me? And as I write, I hear, always. So I'm taking a deep breath and asking for some guidance. What do I need to know about the orange menace? The chaos surrounding me, the dark clouds over everything. I feel his end is near. I feel a season of happiness might soon be upon us, but I fear it might not be, and I might only be fooling myself. Fear, they say. Susie, you know fear cannot creep into any of this. Fear pulls you several steps backwards. Remain confident in what you know. This is why you've been acting a bit like a mouse lately. You've been losing some of your well-earned confidence. Bring that back in. Your body feels so tired, sweetheart. You may have come down with something. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, drink enough water, take some vitamins. Eat well. But fear, that is exactly what his antics are designed to evoke. They want people to be either so busy trying to make a living or too fearful to respond. Things are really coming to a head at the top echelons. The evil files will not go away, but there's an avalanche of information rolling in, and they won't be able to stop it. Information from victims, whistleblowers, fed-up staff, fed-up heads of state. The time has come for the most ardent followers of the Orange Menace to start questioning him and become even louder. You hear how everyone on both sides want the evil files revealed. You saw what came about when they tried to shut down Jimmy Kimmel. The people have much more power than they believe they have. The people brought Kimmel back. Guides, I say, tell me about the ballot tampering case. Will any of that be revealed? It's been so long. Well, they say it hasn't really, it just feels that way. But yes, it will become public knowledge, and that, plus other things that haven't come about yet, but which will have to do with Hogsworth and the generals on Tuesday. All of this is building up. Think snowball, rolling into a huge avalanche. That avalanche will bring everything down, and the swiftness with which it will happen will take your breath away. Guides, I'm feeling something around October 18th to 24th. Can you confirm that? And they say, sadly, a hurricane is coming your way during that period. But there will be huge political storms going on at the same time. This is all unfolding now as you write, and everything that is happening is a huge distraction. Don't forget what's happening in the R country, in the U country. The U country is really fighting back, and European nations are ramping things up to stop the drones. Your nation is not alone in this world. You, everyone on this planet, will all need to unite soon, and you will. There are more urgent issues to worry about than what these power-hungry buffoons are having you believe. The world, the company you work for, your club, you all need to find ways to work together, not pull each other apart. This is the lesson everyone needs to learn, and learn it pronto. No man is an island. No one group of people reigns more supreme than any other, no matter their skin color, their beliefs, their bank account, their intelligence. Everyone is equally important, but also equally responsible. This is the lesson that mankind has been struggling to come to terms with for thousands of years, and it needs to be learned in order for you to move into the next phase of your development, together. As one nation, united with love. As one planet, united with love. And you, Susie, you with your loving spirit, play a pivotal role in bringing people together with love in your own little world. And we're here to guide you do just that. Feel the love more often. Be respectful, loving, kind, nurturing. But don't let people walk all over you. That has been the hardest lesson in your life personally. You feel that you need to matter less in order to allow the people you love to feel that they matter more. No, you do not bow down to them. You provide an example. You lead by example. You love by example. You've been learning this through everything you've been dealing with in this lifetime, and you haven't given yourself enough credit for how far you've come. Your Zumba queens recognize it. Sometimes your colleagues recognize it. But we're here to help you push that idea even more. Love yourself more, breathe deeply, exercise, and stretch. And this applies to everyone, not just to you. Know that you are learning to become a beacon. No, you already are the beacon. The truth is, the age of Aquarius is upon us. You are all, each one of you, moving together into a brighter, happier world. And all of this is exposing the flaws in your personal lives, in your nation, and in your world. But the muck needs to be cleaned out. Spirit guides, I say, I'm tired. I need more love in my life. And they say, you'll be surprised. It's coming. Believe us. And yes, watch out for the time period between October 18th and the 24th. The last time we gave you dates to watch were September 7th to 9th. And in fact, that was the time of the CK incident, correct? Our timing predictions seem to be on point, don't you think? We also spoke of October 1st for the FIFA announcement. Now we're looking at a potential shutdown on that day. So, be prepared for the news of that day. In fact, be prepared for the big news this whole week. There will be one big newscast after the next coming. My dear ones, I say, will he be out of the house of white by Thanksgiving? And they say, yes. And I wait a while, and I say, that's it? Yes. Okay. And then after a while they write, you don't need any more information. You just need to trust. Keep trusting. Everything will be revealed. You are at the end of this horror story. You are in the trenches, in the middle of the horrific unfolding. But, and you know this better than anyone, this too shall pass. It always does. And all we can say is, soon. Now, sweetheart, rest up a bit. You have a very busy week ahead. But have fun while you're there. Enjoy Las Vegas. You deserve it. We love you, they say. Sia is here licking my face. Max just gave me a big, huge hug. And my mom is sitting there smiling at me with love. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you so much, I say. I feel so much better. Until next time. So, and in truth, I don't know why I don't do this more often, because it really does make me feel better. But I have really been fighting time lately. It just... told a colleague the other day, my vacuum cleaner feels neglected. It's yelling at me, feed me, feed me. So I did. I used my vacuum cleaner today and I fed it. All of the dust and the dirt that collected on my carpets. You may be wondering, you don't hear Coco. She has already left the house to spend a few days with a friend. So there we go. So what do you think? Comment below, please, if you wouldn't mind. It would be very, very helpful to hear from you. It's more of about, we just have to trust, really. We just have to understand that we have placed our order with the universe. The universe knows what we want, and it's working on it. But there are things that just need to happen before all of this can unfold. And we have a problem with patience. We have had a problem with patience since January, actually, since he came down the escalator in 2015, right? So I am going to pull just a few cards. This is not going to be quite as long as I usually have it. I didn't really write very much, but I did want to share it. I have got the Wisdom of the Oracle deck in front of me. And I'm asking Spirit again, please tell me, what is it we need to know for the next few weeks? Maybe the month of October, maybe just the first week of October, maybe until the 24th. What do we need to know? Okay, there's one card that comes out. We've had that one before. 51, Milk and Honey. Loyal Heart. 35, we've had that one before too. Loyal Heart, and I think trust. Be loyal. Be loyal to what it is you know. Be loyal to yourself. But we're going to read from the book. 51, Milk and Honey was the first card. It's all the way at the end of the book. 51, Milk and Honey. Essential meanings, the taste of prosperity. We like that, right? Opportunities born of authenticity. Be authentic to yourself. Nurturing, abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. That's cool, right? We need to trust. The Oracle's message, you've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious, when all your senses are awake to that unlimited possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone. Stay authentic to yourself. Protection message, a nameless unease. We feeling unease? A nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. It works in the moment, but only fleetingly before the feelings return, and you need to re-up until you're exhausted, feeling worse than before. You may continue struggling, or you may see the light and choose to surrender to spirit. Now is the time for practicing extreme self-care. Eat well, drink well, take your vitamins. Stay away from sugar in my case. If you can, do so before you engage in behaviors or you'll regret later. You are so loved, so cared for. Feel love and compassion for yourself. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing. I am at a loss. That is exactly what we said before. Okay, Loyal Heart, 35. I think that's very similar. 32, 33, 35. Essential meaning, fidelity, loyalty, devotion. Evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove that they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. Okay. Protection message. Are you stubborn or overly tenacious about an idea, or have you become so attached to something that you just don't know how to let it go? Could it be that it's become so much a part of you that you wouldn't know who you are without it? Now is the time to look at outdated beliefs, old ideas, and misplaced loyalties. Betrayal is only a signal that it is time to prune away all who don't deserve your trust and has no place in your life. Be new, think new, and open your heart to new things. Let go of the old and all your attachments. Spirit has awesome plans for you. Make some room. So I interpret that to mean for us, make room for miracles this week, okay? Things are unfolding. We just don't know. We don't know what they are, and you know, we just have to be patient, loyal, and understand that we are loved and things are moving in the right direction. And we have to stick to it no matter what we see. You know, we're always tested. I have so many people who say, oh, how can you be so positive about how things are going to... Can't you see what's going on? Yeah, I can see. Yeah, that's fine. It's not going to last. I keep saying it's not going to last. Oh, I wish I had your positive attitude. Yep. I don't care if you have my positive... Right now, I don't care if you have my positive attitude anymore because it's not going to last, and I'm going to stick to it. And you are too, right? All right, let's pull a few tarot cards. And what question do we want to ask? We asked it at Psychic Development the other day. What can we expect by Thanksgiving? Will we have something to be really, really, really grateful for this Thanksgiving? Yeah. I have the Seven of Cups reversed, so there we go. The Nine of Cups. That is good. That's good news. We'll have experienced the Tower by then. And just like I said during Psychic Developments, we'll have a lot of work to do. And these are different cards. It's a different deck. So same cards coming out. Ace of Cups. New beginnings, new love, new attitude. New attitude. That's what we need. This world needs a new attitude. Isn't there a song? A new attitude. Oh. I'm not going to start dancing here in front of you. Why not? Come to my Zumba class, we can dance together. So, good. All good. Now, what does Abraham Hicks have to say to us? Just one Abraham card, and then we'll move on. And then I will make dinner and get ready. Get myself spiritually ready for a long trip to Las Vegas tomorrow. Getting excited now. Before I was just nervous. But now, after talking to you, I feel good. I am life everlasting. I am an eternal being. You cannot die. You are everlasting life. In grace, you may choose to relax and allow your gentle transition back into your non-physical state of pure positive energy. Okay, well, we're not dying right now, so we're not going to take that one. Which one was this? To allow well-being. Now that fits. To allow well-being, I must be in joy. Okay? In the same way, you cannot set your radio tuner to 98.6 and receive the songs playing on 101 FM. How many times have we heard that from Abraham? You must set your own vibrational tuner to one of well-being. Feeling of love, joy, passion, exhilaration, fun, interest are indications of your vibrational match to well-being. So kids, we have to have fun. We have to enjoy life. We just have to take the time. You know how it is when you have to go to the gym, and I used to say to myself, I don't have time to go to the gym, but then I thought myself, I have to take time to go to the gym. So you have to make what you want in life a priority. You want to have fun? Take the time to have fun, right? My issue lately has been, I don't know who to have fun with. But that's just an attitude issue that I have to get over. So, one more card from the Kipper deck, and then we shall move on. What should we ask the Kipper to tell us? Why is this all confusing? There we go. What do we want to know? We could ask about the evil files, but everybody's asking about them. We could ask about CK. Everybody else is asking about them. Let's ask about Kamala. She started her book tour on the 24th. What do the cards have to say? Just one card on what we need to know right now about Kamala. Kamala. Let's move in a positive direction. Well, okay, we know that. Thief. She's not the thief, obviously. She's a victim of theft. All right. That's the past. How about now? She's a Ramala, our mature woman. Okay. That's who she is now. Guess I'm doing more than just one. Feel like I need to have an answer about where she's headed. Pathway. Pathway. I would interpret that right now to say pathway to a better future. So I have not given up hope on finding out what really happened a few months ago in late 2024 and reversing what should never have happened in the first place, what should never have been pushed forward. We're just going to have to find out and move forward. Anyway, the idea right now is trust that things are working out. Wondering who's going to be the next president, what's going to happen in the midterms, all of that. It's not, that's going too far. I don't think we're going to have midterms. I really don't. Can't have midterms if there was never a term to begin with, right? So, that's just my opinion. And I'm sticking to it because I am feeling more confident right now. Anyway, thank you for listening to my ramblings and more ramblings. Comment if you would. Let me know how you're doing, how you're feeling, how you're handling this madness that we've been experiencing this year. I think it feels to me personally like things are getting better and better and better. Things are just getting better and better for me in my life. So, busy, but better. And our nation is a Cancerian like me, so I'm just going to say that applies to by the same token to our nation. Things are getting better and better and better. As bad as they might look right now. All appearances, all distractions from what's really going on. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe. I'll talk to you soon as I can. Bye.